Right, so we're going to do this, the matrix. We're going to code this up. So you need to install some modules. So I will do. I will, when he comes in, I'll give him a hug so you can see. When he comes in. I'm surprised he's not here. But like I say, he's a bit sleepy at the moment. So, to get the matrix, to get the LED matrix going, first you need to install this module here. That's to mess around with the SPI interface on the Raspberry Pi, yeah? So this is all Raspberry Pi geared, yeah? So if you're not going to run it off a Raspberry Pi and you don't have to have a matrix, don't worry, because you can just rem out the code and it won't use the matrix on the bot, yeah? Then you need to install this module, which is the interface for the, I think it's a Mac 7219 interface, I think. It's a Mac 7219, yeah, oh, it's there on the next line down. Well, I hope she's enjoying the stream. Then you need to clone this Git repo, because the reason you have to clone the Git repo is got some examples on how to use it, and it also allows you to use some of the other bits and gizmos, because it does more than just the LED interface. It actually does an OLED interface, it does a 7-segment interface, it does a few others. And then once you've done the git clone, and then you run this command to set it up and install it. Once you've done that, you're ready to go. So I've done this already because I've been testing it the weekend, so I'm not going to run through it again because it'll just produce a load of errors. So what we're going to do is we're going to create another class that it's going to I like his new overlay. I might take inspiration and see if I can do one something like that. Right. So we're going to create a new class, and we are going to implement the message. So MSG. So as well as it coming up on the scroller on the screen, it's going to come up on that as well. Right. So we're not running the Twitch bot. All right. So we're not running the Twitch bot. It's not running at all, as you can tell, because I've turned it off. So let's get ready to rumble, shall we? So I just called the class matrix, yeah, because that's what it is. So let's insert a new file called matrix.py. Now we need to load a load of modules for this. So I'm going to do it. So we're going to do the standard modules, which is what we've got. So that's JSON and our importer. We're going to load our configuration file in, just in case we need it. And then we're going to load all the Luma modules. Right? So they're all the Luma modules. These are all the LED modules that you're going to need to use. Yeah? So we need to create our class. So class matrix def int init, which we should always do. Oops. So the initialization system is going to set up the matrix. So, and we talk to the matrix through what is called as a device, and and we have to set up a serial configuration to how we're going to talk to it. So first things first, serial. So we're going to create a serial, and we're going to talk to the SPI interface of the Raspberry Pi on port 0. We're going to say device 0. and we're going to say that the GPIO is not important. So basically we're saying it's port 0 because apparently there's ports on this thing. Go figure. We're going to give it a device number like we do with the Commodore when we're talking to files and stuff like that. You give a file number and a device number. And then we're just saying we're not bothered about the GPIO because we're using the SPI interface. Yeah. And so the matrix is hooked into the GPIO interface. Oh, I had the bit of paper here. Hang on, where is it? There it is. So, yeah. So the matrix is powered in pin 2. It's got purple lines on pin 9, and then it's got pin 19, 24, and 23 as the other pins. So they're all the SPI interface pins. So the next thing we need to do is we need to then create the device, because the device is what we're going to use to talk to the system. So device equals, and it's MAX7219, and this is where we are messing around with setting upon setting upon setting. Because I've got this a weird way around, yeah? So this is unique to that device, yeah? But you can still mess around with it in your own. So first we need to tell it what the serial configuration is. Then we tell it how many, ow. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Gary said. Right, cascaded equals 4. Now, what cascaded means is how many segments have you got? So I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? So you're telling the interface that you've got 4 segments in a row. Hey, Stuart. Now, if you just bought the single segment, you just put cascade equals 1. Yeah? It's a single segment. But I've got a 4. I think GaryMeg's got an 8. Yeah, I think GaryMeg's got an 8. And so we've only just started really, Stuart. Then we are going to tell it what the orientation is. So block orientation. Now in my case it's minus 90 degrees. In my case. So I'll show you all the differences, yeah? And then the last one is the rotation. Which is 2. So I think 0 is 0 degrees, 1 is 90 degrees, 2 is 180, 3 is 270, I think. It's in the documentation and it's in the example file. Right. What we're going to do is then, now we've created the device, we are going to get the LED to initialize itself. And basically we're just going to get it to show message. So we're going to say show message, which is a function that is provided by the LED matrix system. And we're going to tell it what the device is, which we've just specified up there. Then we're going to tell it what we want printing. So the matrix is online. All right. Then we're going to give it. Are you laughing at me? Online. Yeah, we're in the matrix. Yeah. There is no matrix form. I'm not surprised from what I've heard. Right, so I'm going to tell it to be white, but that's not really needed for this. I think that's for multicolored LED matrix, but this one's just a red one. Then we're going to tell it what font we're going to use. So font equals proportional. I think that's how you spell it. Chanel. Yep. So we're going to use LCD font. So we're going to use a pretty standard font. LCD_font. I think that's the one. I think proportional spelt wrong. I think I've spelt proportional. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I spelled that right. I thought I did. And then we're going to give it a scrolling delay. So we're going to give it a delay of 0.1, which is the example that they put in the back. Oh no! Why? Oh, why do you do it now, bot? You've been playing nice all weekend. And you've crashed. He's crashed. Ah, hang on. The pie crashed. Yeah, I did overclock it. I might just put it back. When it comes online, I'll put it back. No, not with the 64-bit operating system yet. But I did overclock it. And I think it's crashed. No, I think it's because I was messing around with the overclocking last night. It's coming back online. Yeah, I messed around with the overclocking, so there it is. I'll turn the overclocking off and I'll get a quick reboot. Oops. shoe size now. Oh dear. Right, I've turned off the overclocking, so it should be alright now. You should be able to see that. Yeah, right, it should be back online. Where's Putty? Oh, it's not back online yet. Hang on. There it is. Right, we're back on normal speed. Okay, so let's get this back up and running. Turn off you. Oh. Don't worry about the changes. Cancel. There we go. Yeah, game first. This is karma. Yeah. I think it's because I overclocked it. Maybe I've just stretched it too far, the overclocking. Because it was working all weekend without a problem. And then I failed to... yoink. Let's do this again. No, I'm not downloading Kick. Node server. Which one's that one? Which one's that one? That's the one. Oh, the Pi's wireless. Should be able to handle it. It's been handling it all weekend. Anyway, we're back. We're back. Put a wire in it then. Right, we're back. So it remembered that. Nice. Right, so we're gonna say we're gonna initialize it, and we're gonna get it to put a message up on there, and I'm gonna show you all the what all the different options do. So what we're gonna do in TwitchBot, we are gonna put in the we're gonna create a new property, self.matrix. Oops. First, we need to import it, don't we? Import matrix. You should see it's there, look. Yes, thank you. Matrix equals matrix dot matrix. So that's going to initialize that matrix bot, the matrix class. And what we're going to do in the initialize, when we initialize it, it should put some text on the bot. So let's fire it up. So I've got to fire up the web. Got to fire up the web sockets first. There we go. Right, so that's the web socket up. So let's just refresh OBS just to make sure. Yep. Right, we're going to fire up the bot. So here we go. As you can see, I was messing around all over the weekend. So what should happen is we should get a message on the screen. There we go. The matrix is online. Now. Oh, look at that host Twitch bot. That's because I have not changed the config. Because we are no longer on Pi Twitch bot. We are now on Node server. We are on Node server now. Okay, so that makes me wonder if... Yeah, we need to change that one as well. There we go. It's bright, yeah, it is bright, mate. Right, let's try it again. There we go. We're online. We are online. Let's just make sure. So back, colour, green. That did not refresh. Oh, hang on. Where am I pointing this to? By node server. So it's online. Back, colour, green. Oh, it would help if I spelt it right. There we go. What's that? Matrix.contrast equals 1. Where? Where do we put that? In the show message? Or when we set it up? Hey, Docster. Gary, where do we put that? Is that in the show message? Let's have a look. Oh, before show message. Okay. No, mate. It happened after just as I stopped the bot, so I missed it. So don't worry for the moment. We'll get to that. I mean, Mikroman's already subscribed, and I missed that as well. So just bear me a second. I'm just looking at the example that's in the... Where does it say that? That one's in the example, mate. Before show message. Okay. So we do matrix like that. Dot contrast equals 1. Like that. Is that what you're saying? Because it doesn't like it. I'm just looking in the examples now, mate. Example is brightness. Okay. I don't... Oh, brightness inside of that. Hang on. Oh, brightness. Okay. Well, that's the brightness section. Oh, intensity. Oh, here. Device.contrast. Okay. Got it. Got it. Device.contrast. Alright. Let's try that then. Let's fire it up again. How bright is it now? Is that better? It's a lot less brighter. Right, so we've got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, camera's going to auto adjust. So, right. So, I'm going to show you. When did I move the Pi? Well, at the weekend, the Pi 2 retired. The bot is now being hosted by a Pi 3B. Right. So. I love gnomes. Hang on, mate. We ain't coded that bit yet.
Hi, John here. Another subscriber.
Oh, no.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
Oh no. Docster. Thanks for subscribing, but nothing came up. Nothing came up. Oh, right, okay. 8 months, mate. Wow. Thanks for subscribing, but it looks like it didn't come through chat. Because that's the only thing that happened here. Yeah, Gary, it doesn't look like it's coming through on the chat. Because Docster's just subbed and it's not come through here. It's not actually come through the chat. So... Right, I'm gonna have to investigate and find out how we're gonna have to do that. So that's a different thing altogether. But Docster, thank you very much for subscribing. All right. If you want to subscribe, Gary, go ahead. But it's not going to come through chat. Yeah, he's on a 7-month streak. So he's subbed for 8 months, but he's on a 7-month streak. So there must have been a gap at the start. It's all right, Docster. It's all right. It was a good test because I was hoping it would come through, but it didn't. So we'll have to look at the Twitch APIs. We'll have to look at the official Twitch APIs to see if we can incorporate them into the bot. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie in the exclamation mark MSG into the matrix here, right? So let me stop the bot. So we're going to stop the bot and then we're going to code the bit that's going to show it on the screen, right? So we're going to create a new method. All right, mate. Well, I think we need to look at the Twitch APIs, mate. All right. So we're going to create another method called showMessage, and we're going to send in, of course, the self and the text that we want to, show on the screen. Well, the bits did go on here, mate. The bits did come out on here. That's why I was hoping the subs did. But the sub didn't do it. So don't worry too much about it. I'll figure it out. There's a Twitch API Python module that's out there, so we may have to use that in places. So we will. They go from WebSockets from Streamlabs for the alerts. You know, when you get the alerts coming up, that's what happens. But I think the Twitch API's got something to do it, so we'll look into it. Right. So we've created a method called showMessage, and basically we're gonna just do this. We're just gonna grab that, and we are going to now. I think we need to make these self and self. And what we're going to do is we're going to pass the text through that you type into here. Alright? So we go into the bot. We find the message section. Yeah, process message. So here we go. And we're going to go self.matrix.showMessage, and we are going to do exactly the same as what we've done there. Hey Gary. Cheers mate. Thanks for the 10 bits. The bot wasn't running. The bot wasn't running. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. So, what we're going to do is we're now going to fire up the bot. So any message that you put in, there we go, the matrix is online. Right, there you go. So you should be able to put a message in now, and we should see it on there. Go on then. Knock yourselves out. Yes, the cheers in chat. So we can do it. And no, it didn't fail. All right. Okay. Okay, mate. I will read that after the stream, mate. Thank you very much. I will read that after the stream. Right. Now, one of the problems that you saw, right, was the bot stops. When you do a message, it stops, because if you do 3 messages quickly, right, if you do, yeah, so I'll have a look after after the stream, mate, and see if we can incorporate that in here. If you do 3 messages in quick succession, you'll see that the chat bot only registers the first message, right? So, right, see, there's the first one. Do another one quickly behind it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep doing them. And you can see, that's it. Long messages will cause the problem. Yeah? And what's happening is it's pausing the chatbot. So if you do this, yeah, and do this, right? Look, the chatbot's finished. The chatbot stopped. Look, it stopped. Because it's waiting for that message to finish. Yeah? It's waiting for the message to finish. Then you get the next line, look. There you go. There's the next line. So it's doing that. Right? and then it'll do the next line. So it's the chat is being stopped because of the matrix routine, right? So the chat has been stopped because of the matrix routine, and that is not a good thing, because as you can see, the bot is now way behind us. Yeah. Right. We're not Right. Yeah, I know that's not working. It's the hyphen in the text. We've got to do something about stripping it out, mate. So what we need to do, right? Well, maybe not. Stuart's just proved me wrong. So what we need to do is we need to parallelize the displaying of the message. Yeah. So we need to send the message to the LED. We need we need to send the message to the LED. Right? See, changing the colour purple didn't happen until that message stopped. So we've got to change the way we're sending the messages to bot. Yeah, because simply sending the message to the matrix is stopping the bot. And what we need to do is we need to send the message to the matrix, but not on the same thread as the bot, because it's stopping the bot. Right? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start threading. Right? And this is going, if you don't know what threading is, the simplest thing is you have one process that runs on one thread. Yeah? Yeah? So when you tell it to do a command, something, it does it. Then it waits, and then it does the next command, then the next command, then the next command, right? Threading is where you say this creates another thread, and then process on that another thread. So this one carries on going while this one's waiting. And so no, Fanon's not going to work, mate. The OSK bot's not online, right? We are purely using this bot at the moment. But thanks for remembering it. The old bot is still, the old software is still around. It's just it's no longer on a Pi 2. The Pi 2's in the cupboard now. So what we're going to do is we are going to multi-thread this matrix display system. All right? So we have to change the way this class works. Right? We have to change the way right, we have to change the way this class works. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to create another function, but it's going to be outside of the class. Right? It's going to be outside of the class. So we're going to create another function called message scrolling. Alright, so this is now going to be the function to do this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we have to create some variables globally that we need. Yeah, so message text. Woo. Right, message text, and we're going to call that. We're going to have that as a global function. And so what we're going to do in here, we'll grab this. In here, we're going to do the show the message, but this time we're going to send this text into here. All right. So when we do show message, we're no longer going to be doing the show message. We are going to create a thread. We are going to tell it to run a thread. Alright, so first things first, we need to import threading. That should go green. Ooh, is it little letters? Yeah, it's little letters. Alright, and then we have to tell Python we need to create a thread. Right, so thread equals threading dot thread. All right, now thing is we need to tell it what we want to thread, and this is where the outside the function call comes in, because what we're going to do is going to grab that name and we're going to say target equals that function. That is what you're going to do. Alright, and then we're going to tell it thread dot start, so that starts that thread. And before we do that, we are going to say message text equals text. So we're going to set this global function here, and we're going to tell it it's a global function as well. So we need to go global message text. Right? So we're saying that message text is a global variable. Yeah. And then we're going to set it with the text, and then we're going to fire off a thread. Alright? So, if I start the bod now, I want you to wait for it to say that the database is online. That's when you know you're ready. Alright? But when it says the database is online, I want you to blast it with a lot of messages to see if it does it. So, wait until it says in chat that the database is online. Alright? There you go. Right, hit it with messages. Stop putting that apostrophe in, mate. Can you see what's gone wrong? Can you see? It's gone and said it doesn't know what self is. It doesn't know what self is. Right, stop. We have a bug. Because we've got this thing called self. So what we need to do is we can't have it there. So we need to create global variables of device. Right? So we need to make device a global variable. Right? Because the thread didn't know what self meant. Alright? So, let's do it again. In fact, I am going to take the bots offline out. I'm going to take this out here just to speed things up. Right, so when the database comes online, hit it with loads of messages. Yeah? So, ready? Go. Hit it with load of messages. Keep going. Oh, who's putting silly characters in? Who put the silly characters in? Font does not have ASCII code 8127. Who's putting the character in? (8217). Message you. Is it? Come here. Let's put it in. No, mate. No, this is what we need. This is what we need. Right, so I'm going to do this. Can you see what's happening? Can you see what's happening? Can you see? Now, it's running about 6 threads, maybe 7, all sending the information to the bot, to the matrix. So what's happening? It's trying to perform all those messages in one go. So we need another. So now we've successfully threaded it, because if you noticed, all the messages were going through. What we need to do now is we need to have a system in place where it reads the messages one at a time. Yeah. All right. So no, Docster, that doesn't work. Even that doesn't work, because when you talk in threading, you've got to talk. You're talking semaphores now, because what we need to do is we need to be able to get the message scroller to run through each message, so when it finishes, it gets the next message. And that's the problem. We're sending it the message. We're giving it a message, then we're sending another one. It's going, right, I've got to do both these now because we've threaded it. So that's 2 threads. Then we give it another message, 3 threads, 4, 5. And then it's trying to overlay all those messages in one go. That's why I was doing big, long messages, so I could demonstrate it. So what we need to do now is we need a way. We need some sort of way to queue. As Doctor's just put it up, we need to queue the messages. Right? So we need a system to queue the messages. So we need a way of being able to queue the messages. So dead easy. It's a dead easy thing. Right? So it's dead easy. As Andy's just gone and said, we're going to create a message queue. Message queue is equal to a list. We're going to get rid of that because we don't need it. But we also need something called in progress message. We need a semaphore, right? And a semaphore is a flag that is global. No, it's all right, mate, that it's global, that allows us for the threads, all the threads, to look at this one variable to be able to tell what's going on, right? Because it's important that we make sure each of the thread knows where its life lives, and how to deal with it. So we need to change this messaging queue, messaging system. So first things first. I guess strings hold more than 255. Yeah, well here it does. The C64, yeah. So here we are going to we're going to globalize. We're going to globalize in process message, because we need that to be a global variable. Yeah. And then we need to test, right? So we need to do while, right? While the length of message queue Hey buddy. Hello. Do you know people have been waiting to see you? Come here. Let me officially move Nico Cam so they can see you. Oh, hang on. I need to see what's going on. Nico. Nico. Say hello. Say hello. You going to say hello? Hey? Come here then. Come here. There you go. I've been told to go give you some hugs. There you go. Give you some hugs. Yeah. Yeah, Hey? You're doing alright at the moment, aren't you? Even his eye, look. His eye's doing alright. Yes. Aren't you? Yes. Are you saying hello to everyone? Yeah? They've all been worried about you. There we go. Yeah. Alright then, off you go then. Oops, careful. He's a bit wobbly. Right, let's put that back there. Knock it down. Yeah, I've done it. Ain't you? Eh? Yeah. It's not that time yet, mate. Not that time. Oh, we don't need to do your eye drops now, do we? No. Alright then. Are you staying there? You staying there? Yeah, Nico Cam's going to be permanent, mate. Yeah, it's going to be permanent when I set it up. Yeah, the OSK mascot. What are you doing in there? Anyway, right, so we're going to set up the queuing system. So we're going to say, while the length of the queue is greater than 0, so that means is there something in the queue? Yeah. And not in progress. So basically what we're saying here is while the queue is greater than 1 and it's not already processing a message, then we're going to run through this function. Docster. Yes, he's doing all right. His medication's gone up, so he's very sleepy. He sleeps a lot now, and he's as you just saw, he's very unsteady on his feet. But he's doing all right. His eyes clearing up, so he's doing all right. We're just further up. What further up? Oh, further up. Will the threads kill themselves? No, the threads kill themselves. In Python, once the function's done, the thread's gone, apparently. But this is a way to minimize the number of threads as well, yeah? So we're saying if the message queue has got 1 or more in it, and we are not currently displaying a message, yeah, and we're not currently displaying the message, then do it. We're going to do it, right? So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get back the message text. Message text equals message queue dot pop the top one. So we're taking the top element out the queue out and put it into text, yeah? We'll print it so we can see it in the console. We'll print it so we can see in the console. Then we're going to say in progress message is equal to true. So we are now we're now setting our semaphore to say we are now going to be sending the message to the matrix, and this is when we do it here. So then the message goes to the matrix. It then stops. The thread stops, yeah, because it waits for the matrix to come back. So when the matrix comes back, first thing we need to do is to say in progress message is equal to false, because we want to be able to say, oh, we're not processing the message now, right? So we can do the next one, right? And what it does, it comes out here. It goes back in and says, right, have I got any more in the queue? Yes, I have. Am I processing? No, I'm not. Right, do the next one. So now in this show message, we need to change the way this show message works. Yeah, because we are now messing around with a queue. Yeah. So we don't need this global message. Don't need that. What we need to do now is we need to put our message on the queue for the thread to use. So message queue dot append open bracket text. Bingo, there you go. Boom, we've added it. But if we have not got any threads, we need to create a thread. So this is where the semaphore comes in for the next time, yeah? So we go if in progress message, but we want to say if not in progress. If we haven't got a message in progress, then create the thread and start it. But if we've got a message in process, that means there's a thread currently out there sending the text to the matrix, and it's paused because it waits until the matrix has come back. We don't need to create another thread. We just add it to the queue, because when the thread loops back round to say is the queue, how many items are in the queue, length of the queue, yeah, it's going to say, oh, I've got another one, and that thread will process the next one, yeah. And so we have only ever got one thread in operation at any one time, because the more you bombard it with messages, that separate thread will process them. We're just adding them to the queue, right? So here we go. Get ready, boys and girls. I want you to bombard the bot, and let's see if we can break it. Ready? Go. So as soon as it comes up database, right, off you go. Send it messages. That's not a message. Keep going. Come on. I'll do some as well. There you go. So the bot is processing every message as it comes in. So it's keeping up. Hey Nico, you alright? But now we've got a separate thread that's dedicated to putting the messages on the matrix. So that thread is now running through our message queue, and as you add to the message queue, it adds, because it's a global variable. That thread is now processing that messages. So when the messages finish, yeah, that thread will then kill itself, yeah. And that's why we need the coding to create another thread if we need to. And that is how you do threading. That is how you do parallel processing. It's all about the semaphores. Basically, the semaphore is a flag that you can access from any of the threads, yeah? And that flag tells the thread what it can or cannot do. And we're using it over two threads. We're using it over the Twitch bot thread to say, is there a process running? And also the thread itself is going, is there a thread, have I got a message running? If I have, right. The message never finishes. That's because it's now in a queue. So I think it's still processing mine, is it? Yeah, it's still processing my messages. But that's how you implement a threading system. So this threading system will only ever have two threads, the bot thread and one message thread. It will never have more than one message thread, because we've written the code to reuse the thread all the time. Hey Mads. Alright. So that's how we've now got the matrix working. Yeah. And that's why Gary was having problems with, he's got an 8-segment matrix, but his bot was waiting for the message to finish before it would even read the next message. So in a real stream, there could have been loads and loads of messages going back. So there'll only be two threads. There'll only be two threads, Gary. One for the bot and one for the message handler. Yeah. Once the message handler's finished with the queue and there's no more items in the queue, then the thread will self-terminate. So we'll only ever have 2 threads for this bot running. Until you add another one, and then it'll create another thread. But it's still only 2 because the first original thread would have gone. Yeah. So once the thread is finished with the queue, yeah, that thread will terminate because there's no more left, no more code in that function. And that's why we've got this. That's why we've got this here. So we're testing if we're currently in progress. There's a thread running. Yeah. So we don't want to create another thread. We've already got a thread running. We just add it to the queue. Let that thread deal with it. But once the queue's empty, the original thread will die, will kill itself, and then when someone puts another message in, we need to say, oh, create another thread. Yeah, so we've got another thread that's dedicated to just doing the matrix messaging. That's all it's doing. It's dedicated for that. The bot can carry on doing what it does, because if you notice, the bot carries on processing all the messages that come into the chat. All right? There you go. Simple, dead easy. Now, just to have a bit of fun, we're going to mess around with these settings, right? So we're going to say orientation equals 0, yeah? And we're going to say block orientation equals 0. Just to show you what can go wrong, right? So as soon as it gets, here we go. Message, hello. Ooh, not in there, in here. Okay. And that is due to the fact of these. So if we right, so if we I have my rotation on at 2, yeah? So if I do that and then do it again. Go on, Norb, say do it again. Do it, Norb. Do it again. Yeah. So let's there we go. So with me putting the rotation in, right, instead of it going up, it's now doing a 180 and it's coming down. Now what's happening is the block rotation is saying scroll from the top, yeah? So what it's doing, it's going through the first element, then the second element, then the third element, then the fourth element, right? And that's why you see this cascade effect, right? So the block orientation we can change, right? So let me change it. So let me put 90 in, like that. Right, here we go. So as soon as it says database, send another message through. Right, go on then, off you go. Anybody? No? I'll do it then. See? So that is now scrolling that way across the elements. Yes, Dad. So that's why I had the orientation at -90, because I want it to go that way. I want it to go in the opposite direction. GaryMeg was here. So to make it work right, I need to change the block orientation to -90 degrees. So we'll just let Gary's message go through before I kill it. See, the thread's still going and I've killed the bot. Right, so I'm going to tell it -90. Restart the bot up. Oh, it's not connecting to Twitch. There you go. Now you should do it again. Do it again, Gary. There you go. And now it's scrolling in the right direction. So block orientation determines the scroll direction. Yeah. Rotate determines how the characters are on there. And cascade is how many of these segments. So if you've only got one 8x8, cascade is 1. And that's how you incorporate a matrix. How you incorporate this matrix in here. Alright, Gary? This was done for you. This was all for you. This 1.5 hours of stream was dedicated to you, my friend. Alright? Docster. I hopefully I've made it look easy, right? But I'm an experienced .NET developer. I'm getting to be an experienced JavaScript developer, Python developer, and in .NET we use threads all the time, right? And it was just all about semaphores, making the semaphores work. I could have given me a hint on Saturday. Why? Because then you would not have the pleasure of me today. But there you go. We've now incorporated the matrix into our web bot. Right, game time. So the second thing we're going to do today is we're going to create a chat game. Yeah, we're going to create a chat game for this bot. And the designated chat game is Mastermind. You've all seen Mastermind. I should hope so, because Stuart made a game for the Cassette 50 called Mastermind. Yeah. And Mastermind is where it's like a password solving game, whatever, where the original Mastermind that I played with was colours. So the person would put 4 colours into the hidden chamber. You would not see what the colours were, and then you would guess what those colours were in the order, and then the person that saw it would put a white peg in the hole to say you have got the colour but it's not in the right place. Yeah. Or they would put a red peg in the hole and say, which would then say you have a colour that's in the right place. Yeah. The trouble is they never told you which one it was. Oh, is it a black peg? Oh, I saw a game that's had red and white pegs, mate.
No, it's black and white.
Is it black and white?
It's black and white. I'm old enough to have had the original.
Oh, you had the original?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it's black and white. Okay, right, okay. I saw. You agree with chat?
Yeah.
I've just been told. Right, I will have to change the code to be black and white. Then, all right. So, the bot's not on, mate. So what we're going to do is we're going to create Mastermind. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a game that's going to record how many tries a person has a go before they get it right. And this is going to be available to all chat. So all of chat will be trying to guess what they are, and they will get their guess result. Yeah. I know we've got a black background, but it's just a text-based one. Yeah. I'm still working on how to put it on the overlay. Yeah. So at the moment it's just going to be text-based. So it's a text-based chat game called Mastermind. So let's get started, shall we? Dear. Oh, I can see this is gonna go horribly wrong. Right, well, now I've stopped it overclocking. It seems to be doing. Oh, you was defending. Yes. I've got a black background, so I need to use red. Right, so we need to create a new file. Right, mastermind. Right, mastermind. So we're going to have a league table of people that that solve the game in as little goes as possible. Yeah. So we're going to have a league table. So what we need to do is we need to do what we've done with basically the chat points. Yeah. So let's grab this. Let's grab the read points and write points and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're going to start off with that. We're going to nick that and we're going to change that to mastermind. So mastermind chart. So this is going to record the users and their final. Whoever wins, it's going to record their final thing. Yeah. So I'm going to do this. Points and mastermind. There we go. That should sort it. So we're going to use the same JSON format. So we'll grab chat points, we'll copy it, and we'll paste it. Paste, paste, paste. Can I paste? Paste. And we're going to rename that to, what did I call it? Mastermind, wasn't it? Mastermind chart. Oh, no, not that. Not that. I don't want that one. I want... Where's OSK points? There it is. Copy that. Paste that. There we go. Oh, I didn't copy that. Copy. Paste. That's better. I'm definitely not calling it that. Right, mastermind charts. So we'll get rid of all that because that's all we want. Right. So mastermind, it's named correctly. Oh, charts. Oh, rename that. Chart. Right then. So this loads our data in, and this dumps it back out again. So standard thing. So we're gonna need, what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a variable that tells us when the game's active. Yeah, because remember, if people try doing guess and put in, say, 1 2 3 4 and the game's not active, we need a way to tell them that the game's not running. Yeah. So we need a list of game players. So we need a list of game players. That's the list of the people currently playing the game. So we're going to record what their last attempt was and how many attempts they've had. Yeah. And then we are going to need the secret combination. Alright. So that's going to be a list. So secret, I don't know if I spelt secret right, but there we go. So the secret combination is going to be the combination we are going to randomly pick for the guys to guess. Yeah. There we go. Done. Dusted. Sorted. So, thinking about it, we are going to need a way to... No A. Okay. Okay. Right. Thank you. The listen's not working, Stuart, because the bot's not running. So you might have to do the in the traditional way, yeah, using the channel points. Thank you. Right, so what functions do we need for this game? So we need a way to start the game, and we need a way to handle the guess, and that's it. That's it. Okay, so let's get this ball rolling. So start new game, I suppose. Self. Do I need to pass any parameters in? No. Right. So, self.secret combination. We need to clear it because just in case we've run the game before. Yeah. I'm a coder. It doesn't matter, you know. Right. And we need to clear the game players, yeah, because we'll, you know, just in case the game's been started before, so we clear what we've already got just in case. Now, so we need to create a 4-digit number. So for I equals 1 to 4. So that's how you do for I equals 1 to 4 in Python, yeah? So it's basically say for item in range 0 to 3. 4 is not counted. 0 to 3. It's always one more than you need. Alright? And then we're going to do self.secret combination dot append. Right? And then we're going to call the random module dot and we haven't got the random module. Nico's here checking up on us. So random. So we import the random module and we go random integer, and we're going to say between 1 and 9. Floor okay, mate? Yeah? Floor okay? Yeah? Have you had a good snooze? Yeah? You've been snoozing? Alright then, mate. Right. So we've created our secret code, and it's going to be a 4-digit number. 4-digit number. A 4-digit number. And the numbers are going to be between 1 and 9. There's going to be no zeros in there. It's going to be 1 to 9. Right? I know there's only 4 colours. This is different. We are going to be using numbers. We're going to be using numbers. All right? It's easier to follow. I was trying to do green, red, yellow, and all that using the. But when you get colours with the same first letter, I thought, nah. All right. So now we're going to have to say self.gameActive is equal to true. So we're activating the game, right? Right. And just for fun, we are going to print the secret code so we can see what it's picked. Yeah. Right. So that's it. Game. That's the initializing of the game. So we need to process now the guessing. Right. So call it guess attempt. Right. So we self and user and attempt, and their attempt. Right. So, first thing first we need to test is if self.gameActive then do, yeah? If not, then we're going to put this up. Alright, we're going to put this on the screen. Sorry, the game has been completed. Next time, eh? Yeah? Right. So the first thing first, we need to initialize all our variables. Do. So user equals user.upper. So we're going to uppercase the user username. So when we store it, it's going to be all in uppercase. We are going to create an array called guess flags, and in there we're going to store the results of your guess. So and we're going to default it like this. Alright, full stop in there. Yeah, there's going to be a few. It's going to be a few. It's going to keep you guys happy for a while you're trying to guess the code. It's only 6561. Right. So we need to mess around with the guess, right? So we're saying the code, which is what we're going to say, is list. We're going to list it and we're going to map as an integer the attempt. Alright. We are then going to check for an exception. Except. Right. And we're going to do value error. Right. And then we're going to return this. Basically, if you've put A, B, C, D, it's going to fail, yeah? And that's what we're going to say. Integer error, sorry, wrong choice. I did want to put something there like, really? Letters? But then what happens if I put symbols in? So I've made it... so I've made it a bit more friendly, alright? So we've checked that their code's valid. So now we're going to check the other thing. So the next thing we're doing is going to check if the right length. So if length of code, because that's what we're going to use now, not attempt but code, is not equal to 4, then we're going to just kick them out and say, sorry, wrong choice again. Yeah, try again. Are you still trying to work out how many it is? Right. So the next thing we want to do, now the code's been validated. Now the code's been validated, we want to then update our game player array. Yeah. So first thing we want to do is user is in the game players array. Yeah. So if the user is in the game player array, then we can do self.gamePlayer open bracket user plus equals 1. So we're going to add 1 to the user attempt. Yeah. So basically we're saying that user has now expended another attempt. But if the user is not in our game, so it's a brand new user that's playing the game, then we need to set them up. So what we need to do is say game players open bracket user is equal to 1. This is their first try. Yeah. So now we've increased their attempt. Yeah. So then we're going to grab the user count. So we're going to grab the user account because we're going to use that. Are you still trying to work out how many combinations this is going to have? Okay. So now we're going to process the user input. So we're actually going to process their game, right? So we're going to have a dummy secret code. So we're going to x for x in self.secret combination. So we're creating a dummy secret code because then we can mess around with that dummy secret code. We don't want to mess around with the secret code itself. We just want to mess around with ours. Yeah. And then we just loop through it. Yeah. So we're going to loop through the combinations. Oh, shoulder's starting to hurt again. Oh, right. So, might have to go and get the ice pack in a minute. Right. So we're going to run through. We're going to run through the four entities. So 4x in range 4. So we're running through the arrays one at a time. So we're saying if the code at position x is equal to the dummy secret position x, yeah. So if we've got the right code, let's count them. So if we've got the right code in the right position, then we need to say that the guess flag of x is equal to be red, right? So R is equal to red, yeah? So else that means that the code we've got is not in the right position. So we're going to say guess flag x equals B for black, seeing as it's not white. Alright. Then just to add a bit more hardness to this, we are going to shuffle the guess flags. So the guess flags will not represent what they are. But I'm not going to be that naughty. I'm going to rem it out. We'll add it in later. We're going to keep the flags relating to the number that you've chose, yeah? But when the game comes out, they won't. They'll be shuffled. So it's gonna be it's gonna be even harder for you. It'll keep you busy for hours. Right. So now we've done all the flags. Now we've worked out all the flags. What we need to do is to find out if the code is equal to the secret combination. Yeah. Is equal to the secret combination. Because if the code is equal to the secret combination, yeah. Hey, slot machine is way better. Okay, I'll get there. The better I get at JavaScript, I'll get there. So the first thing we're going to do is say the game active is equal to false, because someone has got the right combination. So we're going to stop the game in its tracks. Then we're going to test to see if the user is in the What did I call it? Mastermind. Ooh, do I want to call it Mastermind? Yeah, we'll leave it Mastermind. We'll leave it Mastermind. Alright, so we're going to look through the entries. Code breaker. Yeah, we could call it code breaker. I mean, in the actual code itself, it could still be called code mastermind, but we can definitely call it code breaker. Yeah. No, it's a perfectly good suggestion. We're going to use it. Yeah, we're going to use it. Everybody's saying it's a good suggestion. Right, so we're going to test this. Yes, another one for Mrs. OSK. So we're going to check the mastermind chart to see if the user's in there. So we're going to see if the user's in there. If the user is in there, then we're going to see if the user count is less than, so what their current user count is less than what's in the mastermind file. Yeah. Entries. Sit. Oh dear. Right, so we're going to look at the entries in the chart file, and if the if the user's got a less attempt count than what's in the chart file, we're going to update it. Yeah. So self.mastermind. Oh, there's a P in there. There we go. Dot entries user equals user count. All right. Yeah, 4 positions and the possibility of 9 digits, 1 through till 9, not 0, 1 through till 9. Yeah, so it's base 9. Yeah, not base 10, base 9. All right, so yeah, 1 digit has 9 options. Right, so if the user count is greater than their best record, then we don't do anything. Yeah, but if the user is not in the charts, so it's not in the charts, then we need to create them up. Yeah, so self.mastermind.entries user equals user count, because this is the first time they've got into the charts. Yeah, and then we're going to get the system to update itself. Right, mastermind. Yeah, because we're going to get the system, because we've messed around with the JSON, we're going to get it back in there. Right. Isn't it 9 to the power 4? Or is it 4 to the power 9? I think it's 4 to the power 9. 4. Where's the power? Scientific. Clear. 4 to the power... Where is it? Power 9 equals... Yeah, it's 4 to the power 9, I think. 9 to the 4, you think? Okay. 9 to the power 4. That number sounds familiar, doesn't it? Right. So, and then we need to, we're going to return something back to the user that says, user, congratulations, you won and you did it in X number of attempts. Yeah. But if we are here, I think, we will return, if you haven't figured it out, we're going to return this back. Right? So we're going to return this back, which says, user, it's your attempt, and this is your flag status. So it's actually going to tell you what your flag status is, right? And that's it. That's it, really. That's Mastermind. Codebreaker. So we're going to use Codebreaker. I don't think I've used Mastermind in any of the text that we're going to be using. So we're going to call it Codebreaker, yeah? So, what we need to do now in TwitchBot, we need to add some more functions to use it. Right? So, we are going to have start game. Self.process start game. And we're going to have guess. So you're going to use the keyword guess to guess process guess. Yeah, you're right, no, but I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead, right? And you'll see what I mean by it when I'm thinking ahead. Night, Gary. Right. So let's just put that up there. Let's get that out of the way. So we're going to create a new function. Create a new function. Let's grab that. And we are going to copy that. Right then. So, is everything all right? I will do. I will. Yeah, I will do. Right. So we're going to move that up. Right, so we're going to create a function that's going to do this. Now, the reason why I called it start game, yeah, is because if you decide to have more than one game, like I'm having more than one game in my bot, right? My bot's having Mastermind, right? And it's also having Wordle, yeah? So it's going to have 2 chat games. And so when I do start game, I want to say start game Mastermind, yeah? Or start game Codebreaker, and then start game Wordle, yeah? And so we're going to do the same sort of system here, right? So it'll be start game space and then the game name, because this bot, even though I'm coding this bot for you guys, as I get my bot more advanced, that code's going to migrate into this, so you'll get the other games and stuff like that. So I'm trying to future-proof it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, whoever's asking for it, is it a moderator? Yeah. Is it admin? All right. And we're sending a message, because only the admin can start the game. All right. Only the admin can start the game. If you want the moderators to start the game, then you do itself.moderators is a moderator. Yeah. And let the moderators start the game. But I'm at the moment I'm saying we're going to have the admins. So we're going to then test the message .text args. Yep. Whoops. Of the 0 element, and we're going to lower it, put it into lowercase, is equal to, and we've decided to call it Codebreaker, yeah? So Codebreaker. So if it's equal to Codebreaker, all right? So we're going to say start message space Codebreaker. So basically self.mastermind self.master Oh, I've not put it in, have I? No, I haven't. Right. Import mastermind. In fact, we'll call it codebreaker. Yeah. Import code. No. Sorry, not here. Mastermind, we have to call it here. Right. Import mastermind. There we go. It's gone green. But here, we're going to do self.codebreaker equals mastermind. Mastermind. So our variable is going to be called codebreaker. Right. So here is codebreaker dot start new game. Yep. So we're going to start a new game, right? And if I've made a mistake, we're going to return back this. And it's set. So let's just move that over a little bit. So it says, sorry, I don't know that game. Yeah. So if I've spelled codebreaker wrong, it's going to say, sorry, I don't know that game. And also, if someone tries to start the game that's not an admin, we're going to give them a snotty message that says, you do not have permissions for this account, so sod off. Right? So that's our start game. So that's the game that defines the start. Now we need to process the guesses. Right? So this is the name. So here we go. And basically we have to split out the guess. So user guess is equal to text args. In fact, it's message.text args, isn't it? .text args. Yeah, thank you. And we are, let's see what we're going to do. Oh yeah, we have to test, don't we? Right, so we're going to say if self.codebreaker is it's game active. Yeah, game active. So if it's game active, then we're going to process it. So we're going to say if len open bracket user guess, all right, is equal to 1. Oh, ow. And in fact, that's not right, is it? No. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. If I've just got confused then, is equal to 1. So basically is the text args is an array, yeah? So if the array, if the user guess array is just one item, then we need to split it out, yeah? So we have to do this. Because what I'm going to be doing is allowing you to do it 2 different ways. Yeah? So text args open bracket 0. Right? Else user guess is equal to what we've done above here, which I can't understand why. Oh, I know why. There we go. Then the resulting string. So okay, let's call this different. Use guess result is equal to self dot codebreaker dot guess attempt, and we put in the user, which is message.user, and their attempt, which is user guess. Oh, that's why that's there. Okay. So we're redefining the user. So the guess result is send it off to the code breaker to process the guess attempt, and then to return back a string. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to do self.send private message, open bracket, message dot who? Hey?
Alright, I'm coming.
I think Nico's wanting to go outside. Mrs. OSK sorting it out. Alright, so we send what we get back. We send what we get back to the thing. It's the user. Right, so I got distracted then. We also need another thing here, because if the game's not running, we need to tell the user that the game's not running. Yeah? So what we're going to do, if the active, blah, 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 if it's not, then we need to say that. Right? So this goes there. Got to get my tab in the right way around. Did he need to go for a wee?
Yes.
Yeah. You alright now, Nico? You sorted? You've had a wee, have you? Good boy. Right then, let's see if we can get this thing working. So that should be it. So if codebreaker's active, blah 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 blah. Right, okay, here we go. Let's see if we get any errors. Cool, that's taking its time. Oh, there we go. Right, so let me start the game. And it's code breaker. What have I missed? What have I missed? Aha, that's what I've missed. I forgot to tell you guys that we're starting. Right, so let's start it again. Oh, Twitch is not playing. Come on. Cool. Let's shut those two down. Let's start from two new terminals. Right, WebSockets. There we go. Bot. Oh, yeah, Twitch is not liking us at the moment. There we go. Right, so we're on. So let me start the game. So game start code breaker. Nothing. Did it? Is it game start or start? Oh, start game. Start game code breaker. There we go. Right then, so you can see the number there. That's the code 7725 that we've picked, right? So you can do guess, right? And you can either do 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And did it? Or have I done it wrong? Have I spelt guess wrong? It's not gone into the guess, has it? Hang on. Ooh. process guest, and I'm using Gueess. That's how you, is that how you spell guess? Oh, my brain's fried. Guess, yeah. Guess, process guest. Right, let's just see if it's going into it, yeah? Yeah, let's just see if it's going into it. Right, so let's start the game. Start game code breaker. Right, so we have got a code 9231. So guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! So it's definitely going in, but it's not going into the routine. Right, so it's falling over there. Did we make it active? Did we make the game active? But if the game wasn't active, it would be doing this. Self.gameActive is true. Okay, let's if self.gameActive, that's right. I don't think it's coming through here. So we'll just put a print in here. Let's just see if it's going through that. So we'll start the game. Do a guess. So it's definitely going in. So somewhere along the line, it's not returning back what we need, which is this. I mean, it's not even returning any of the errors. Right, okay. Am I just being silly? Ugh. It's me being silly. Do it again. Wasn't printing out the result. I wasn't printing out the result. Right. Start game code breaker. Right. Guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now, hang on a second. The code is 1261 and it reckons that I've it 1, 2, 3 should be not in there. 3 should not be in there. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. It's here. I think it's there. Yeah. We're checking each position, but we're not saying whether it's in there or not. So if code X is in the dummy secret key, right, first it's got to be in it. If it's not in it, then we leave it as blank. Ugh. Right, let's do it again. Right, so we're going to start the game again. There we go. So I'm going to do a guess. Guess. So it's 5535 is the actual one. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do we get? So we say 3. So what's the number? 5535. Ooh, 3's in the right place. So it's saying that 3 is in the right place. So we've got a red. Can someone tell me what denoted a colour in the right place? Was it white or black? Guys, I think I've got this wrong. So black denoted something in the right place. Okay. That meant white it's there, but it's in the wrong place. Okay. That's alright, mate. So, let's start this game. Hopefully, this is going to do it. Right, so the number is 3292. Black colour, black right colour in right place. Black was always best. Okay, right, so we've got the number. So I'm going to do guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's telling me that 2 and 3 are there. 2 is in the right place, which it is, and 3 is in the wrong place, which it is. But you can also do it this way as well, right? So I'm going to do 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can type it in that way. And of course, none of those numbers are in there. Alright? So this is Codebreaker. So I've had 2 attempts. But we know what the number is. Alright? Have a go. We know what the number is. I'll turn that print statement off in a minute. In fact, I'll do it while you're having a go. See if you guys can make it do it, yeah? So it's guess. Like that. Well, that coped with it well, didn't it? It took all of them in quick succession. So this is the game that's going to be embedded into this. So that's attempt number 4 for me. Andy attempt -2. Oh dear. Right, okay. Fair point. Fair point. Let's sort that out. Let's sort that out. Good test, mate. Good test. So we are saying no, it was a good test, mate. It was a good test. -3, -2. Yeah, good test. We need to. That would have failed, but I've stopped the bot, mate. That would have failed, but the minus number was a good one. Well done. How are we going to sort that out? Yeah. If x is less than 1, come on, John. If x is less than 1, use negative numbers are stupid. Try again. Alright, that should do it. Right, let's see if we can in range. Oh, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, I see what you mean. In here, in range. Start 1, 10, because I think it's 1 plus. Yeah, that should do it. I know range is zero based unless you do the start, yeah. But okay, we'll go back. We might as well test the other way as well, mate. Greater than 10. There we go. Good point. Greater than 9, because I've not put the equal sign in. Right. Let's see. Right, let me start the game and then you can play it. Alright. There you go. Go on then, off you go. Have a crack at it, see if you can break it. Go on, have a go. Let's see. Time to see if you can break it. Well, it's holding its own at the moment. It's holding its own. The butler. Right, so that seems to be holding its own. Right, try and see if you can figure out what the code is. Can you remember what the number was? Ooh, he was close. SP was close. Oh, boom. There we go. It blew up. What's it saying? Can't find keyword in the master file. Okay. Entries. Did I not call it entry? Have I spelt it wrong? No, that's there. Oh, what did I forget to do? Rookie error, rookie error. I forgot to initialize it. Forgot to initialize it. Where's the init? Here. Rookie error. Self dot codebreaker dot read. Forgot to initialize it. My bad. Right then, let's do it again. Let's see if we can play it properly now. And play it like you've not seen the number, yeah? Pretend that you've not seen the number. Let's see if it records the chart. Some weird numbers coming out of here. It's doing it. Go on then, see if you... Can you remember what the number was? Ah, that's interesting. And it's right as well. Why is it a fail? Well done, SP. Well done, SP. Right, let's see if it's... there we go. 2 attempts. So you've got put into the charts. That's what we want. 777 is WBBW. Right, okay, let's work this out. So it's 9747, yeah? And you went 7777. And it came out as right one, wrong place, white, black, white, black. Yeah, it's right. 777 is not white, black, black, white. Yeah, but the thing is, right, it's testing what's in the code. I thought it would be right, you know. One digit is in the right place but the wrong location. Sorry, one is right but in the wrong location. The other one's in the right location. Because you're looking at your code. You're looking at your code. You're matching your code against that. So if the first digit's 7, it's going to look in the secret code for a 7, which happens to be in the wrong location. I know there's 2 7s in the answer. But by the rules, you're checking your code against the secret code, not the secret code against your code. Let's check the rules. Let's see if we can find the rules. Right, play the guess to get the response of coloured white pegs. If the response is for games 1, otherwise remove from S any code that would not give the same response. The codemaster checks his code against the guess. Oh right, is it? No, we're not looking at that. We just want the rules. Official rules. Here we go. Play the game. So, decide who... Right, okay. The code can be made up of any combination of pegs. Yeah, once the code is set, the decode can begin trying to duplicate. Each guess is made, after every guess, the code maker must inform the decoder of their progress using sliding arm indicators. Okay. Red, pull out the corresponding red arm to display the number of pegs that are in the correct position. The answer to Stuart means that 2 7s in the middle are the wrong way round. Okay, we'll do it the other way around then. Okay. Easy peasy. Stop the bot. So that's the place. So you're saying it's the other way around. Okay, so we'll do that. So we're going to say is the secret code of X is in code. Yeah. And then it's the secret code of X in code of X. So we're running through the secret code, yeah? Alright, let's try that. So let's start the game. Maybe I should set the code. Maybe I should set the code. Let's hard code the code in. Let's hard code the user code. So we will override that by saying, so we'll do the same one as the one we've been talking about, right? Secret combination equals, and it was 9747. Yeah. So we'll do that. Right, let's start the game. Hang on, mate. There you go. Now do it. Now do it. Is that right? Is that better? Okay, that's a good thing then. Yeah, the guess is wrong way around, isn't it? The guess is wrong way around. How are we going to do that? Oh, how are we going to do that? That's 7111. Is that right? No, that's not right, because it's saying that one at the moment 1 and 1 are the right numbers, and it's sorry, the 1 and 1 are the right number in the wrong place, which is wrong. How are we going to sort that out? Shouldn't you do the loop so that as soon as there's a match it finishes the number? But it is, it's moving on to the next digit. It's looping 4, yeah? My attempt should have been 2, not 1. Mads, you spelt it wrong. Look, you spelt it wrong. You put a Q in there and it's not. That's why it didn't. That's why it didn't take your first one. But shouldn't it look until the first match and then stop? But it does. It goes through. And if... The problem is we're comparing the secret key to the code now, so it's the reverse way round. Yeah, but it returned it wrong, right? It returned it wrong because effectively that's saying 1 and 1 are in the wrong place, and that's what's worrying me. As before, it was saying... Right, we'll rem that out, and you can do the same test on that one and see what we get. Yeah, because I think. Right, let's start the game. So it's the same thing. So 7111, which is what you put. That's right. That's correct. That's how it should have come out. Right? But then when you do that, I mean technically that's right. Technically that's right. It is, but it's not. Yeah, but when we did it the other way around, it was saying that 1... Yeah, right. 7111 gives us the right answer. Yeah? But when you're checking 7777 against all the corresponding points, yeah, it gives you the I mean, it's well, technically it's not saying there's 7 sevens in there. Oh dear. So the first 7 is wrong and the second one is right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, how would how? Okay, Stuart. What result would you have expected for all 7s? What result would you have expected for all 7s? Right? 2 blank and 2 black. But when you're matching as a human with the other human, yeah, you would be going, the first one is a 7, but it's not matching my code, but there's a 7 in the code. Oh dear. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have to so we're gonna have to match the blacks. But it's still wrong. It still would be wrong, Andy. Because even if we remove the match, right? We've already gone through 1-7, which is right digit, wrong location. Yeah. If you put 4 greens down, I would expect 1 black and 3 whites. So we need 2 passes. Okay. Then how? Okay. Okay. 2 passes. Okay, right, here we go. So we'll test. So we'll test for black first. Yeah, we're testing for the right ones in the right locations. All right. So, and then we're going to remove them from the dummy key. So say it's 0. Yeah. If X, and we won't do anything else. So we match it, but we don't do anything else. All right. So the next pass, we are matching whites. But are we? Are we? Because if we've taken the 2 reds out, okay, then that becomes not equal to, and then that becomes a W. Alright then, let's try it. Okay. Right. That's worked, hasn't it? That's working now, isn't it? Doing the 2 passes. They're all coming out. I think. No? Yeah? No? Your last guess was SP. Your last guess was the wrong result. Oh yeah, so it is. No, it's right. No, it's right. 9's in the right place, but the 2 7s are in the... Oh no, it's wrong because it's 9747, isn't it? 9747. So that should have come out. Black dash white black. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay. SP. I see where it went wrong. So we need another check in here. We need another check in here. And that. Right, let's try that. Right, so the guess was 9977. There you go. There you go. That's done it. That's right now. Black dash white black. That's now working, isn't it? That's now right. Right, let's take the let's unfix it. And we're not going to print it out. So now you've got to do it for real, yeah? Let's see if you can do it for real without any tricks or cheats. Come on, Twitch. There we go. So let me start the game. Right, off you go. We don't know what the number is. Off you go. So I think the last two digits are 3 and 4. There you go. Does that work? Nice. Right, I'm going to take this Andy one out. Get it to reload this. And we'll do it again, yeah? Oh, what's going on? Right, let's see if we can do it again. So I'll start the game. Right, off you go. So it looks like... Oh, nice guess. Nice guess, SP. Sorry, Aquapin, I've took the HTML injection out. Oh, Andy. Oh, this is taxing you. Well done, SP. Well done. What's broken? What's broken? Okay. Right, let's just see. So it's 5224 was the number, and you did 5225 and 2552. Okay, let's have a look. So 5225 should have returned black. Well, that's right. Black, 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 nothing. Two five five two would have been white, white. Yeah, white, 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 white. Why is that wrong? It should have returned 3 colours and a blank. But it... 2552. Right. My understanding of 2552 is 2 is in the wrong place, so it's a W. 5 is in the wrong place, so it's a W. 5 is in the wrong place, it's another W. 2 is in the wrong place, it's a W. 4 W's. Why is the last 2 not a W? Where did it get used up? We've only had one evaluation of 1 W, which was the first one. Come on, why on the second 2 is it not right? You've only used one of the 2, so there's still a 2 available that's not in the right place. Okay. Okay, Pete. Okay. That's... Okay. It's a fair comment. The second 5 should really have not have matched. Yeah, okay. Right, let's hard code that. Let's hard code that number in. So it was 5224. And let's try it again. Now I'm only hard coding it so we can try our philosophy out, yeah? Right, so we were saying guess 2552, yeah? Is that now right? No, that's not right. That's right. So the 2552. There's something wrong there. Yeah, also wrong. 4W is right, but 5. Why is 5? Okay. Okay, so the problem is, for a W, we're in the wrong location, so we need to identify where the right location is, and then mark that off. So, how are we going to do that? See you later, mate. How are we going to do that? So the problem is we are the code we're looking at is in the wrong location, so we need to find where the right location is effectively. I wonder. Right, so I wonder if this will work. Right. So, print. So that would be there. Okay. let's do 5. Does that come back with 1, or is that going to come back with an error? Oh, right, so that doesn't work. Ooh. Okay, let's try that. Oh, that's right. Right, okay. That looks like it's right. So right, okay. Let's try that again. So we're now saying, because it's in the wrong place, we're going to hunt for it and then we're going to make it 0. So let's try that again. So remember we fixed it, right? So we're just playing. See, Andy, we'll talk to you later, yeah? So let's start game code breaker. Right, let's do the test. So guess 2552. Oh, look at that. Note is not in the list. Oh, it's not naught, is it? It's not naught. Hang on. We're not testing X. We're testing code of X. There we go. That should do it. Right, let's start that again. Right, let's test that first one. Is that right? Right, so 2's in the wrong place would be a W. 5 is in the wrong place would be a W. 5 is in... That's right, dash, and 2 is a W. That's right, isn't it? That's right. So the other one was 5225. That's right as well. So what was the other one we was saying was wrong? What was the other number that was said was wrong? So that's right then. That's now working, isn't it? That's now working, isn't it? That's all right, mate. Right, that seems to be working. Right, let's get it to do a proper random number then. Right, let's get it to do a proper random number. So we'll knock that on the head. And we'll run it again. So you won't know what the number is, alright? And let's see if it works. Oh, Twitch is playing up again. There we go. Right, let me start the game. Off you go. Right, we don't know what the number is. Let's see if you can get it. Alright mate, I'll change the error. Ooh, what? Be well done, mate. There we go. Now it's working. Now it's working. Right, okay. That is working. There we go. So we've now got a chat game called Codebreaker now this is going to make it even worse, right? I don't know, mate. I've got to look into it. Yeah. But what we're going to do now is we're going to make it even harder for you. Alright? Because at the moment it was giving you an indication of what goes where. Yeah? The flags were telling you which one was what. Now they're not. The flags will not represent the digit Hang on, we ain't started yet. Right, so remember the flags are now not representative of the position of the digit. We have just shuffled them. Now let's see how quick you can get it. Ooh, SP. Really? Oh, Aquafin. Well done, Aquafin. You've got it. Well done. Well done, mate. That made it harder, didn't it? Shuffling the guesses around so that it doesn't represent the position. It just says one of those numbers was in the right place. One of those numbers was not in the right place. So there we go. There's a chat game for our Twitch bot. Written in Python. Hard to keep up on the mobile. Yeah. Right. Now, let me stop this. Right. Let me stop this. And I'm going to stop this. Because I have done Wordly. Right. So let me start up my bot. Yeah. So I'm going to start up my bot. Right. So this is my bot that I'm doing myself. That's got Wordly on it. So let's see what you think to this. Here we go. So I'm sparking up the WebSockets. Now I'm starting up the bot. Here we go. And Twitch is playing up again. Hang on. Let me just turn off that matrix tester so it's not doing it all the time. Right, let's try again. Come on, connect to the Twitch. There we go. Right, so here we go. Start game Wordle. Ooh. I've probably called it different. Hang on. I've probably called it a different command. Hang on. Hang on. Ah, here we go. Ready? So it's still guess, but this is a 5-letter word, right? Here we go. Off you go. Guess 5-letter word. Now you got to put guess, /guess, then the 5-letter word. Did who spell what correctly? Yeah, it's out of a dictionary website. I downloaded. Let me see. How many did it download? 15,918 5-letter words. Yeah, 15,918 words it downloaded. There you go. There's an error. There's a word that doesn't exist. I think so. This is not shuffling, by the way, this is not shuffling the word, so the flag in the position is for the letter, alright? Right, so in that last one, R is in the wrong place, but it's the correct letter. So we definitely know R is in the word, alright? Ooh. Acmafin's got an E, but it's not in the right place. Blank. Oh my, that was close. That was close. So we know R and E is in the word. Now we know A's in the word. And we know P's in the word. And L. So there you go. You got your 5 letters. Just got to make the word. So your letters are P, L, A, R, E. Make your word. Well done, mate. Acmafin got it because he's broken it. Because like a Wally, I had the same bug in here. I've got the same bug. I forgot to initialize it. in there. Yeah, well done. Well done, Macmuffin. Well done. I know, there was a bug. Well done. But that's Wordle. So let me just... Let's restart it. I'll let you have one more go. I'll move it out of the way so you can't see what the word is. So here we go. Start Wordle. There you go. Right, so you've got U and S. Oh, someone's got a letter in the right place. O and O. So you've got 3 there, haven't you? U, S and O. Forgot the guess, mate. I think this one's a hard one, to be honest. I think this one's a hard... Ooh, well done. There's another letter in there. So we now know another letter. Oh, OS. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Acmuffin's just found another letter. So it's a lot harder, this game, isn't it? This 5-letter game. But so what's going to happen with Wordle is we'll have an overlay on the screen. So you'll see the letters that have been picked, that have been eliminated. You'll see the letters that have been picked and correct. And you'll see the letters that have been picked that are not in the right place, but they are in the word. So there will be an overlay to help you. But if you've given up, I'll give you the word if you want. It's a hard one. I'm not, you know, I'd have to look it up to find out if it's a real word, but it came from the database. Dear. Now you're struggling for words, aren't you? You're struggling for words. I'll give you a hint. It starts with you. It starts with you. So close, mate. So close. Your first one was so close. You only have to change one letter. As you can see, I'm not logging. I'm not logging as an attempt, an incorrect word. I might do though. Do you give up? Do you give up? But as you can see, this is going to be another game in mine. So we've got Codebreaker and Wordle now. Oh, so close. You give up. Do you give up? Alright then, here we go. I'll have to check it to see if it's right, but this is what it picked. So I'd have to check it. Yeah, because it's got the same code as the. It's got the same code as the Codebreaker one, but it doesn't do the double pass. I'm going to change it to make the double pass. All right. So there you go. We have got a Twitch bot with a game in it. So in the next stream, we'll add a banned list. We will get it to remember the state of the bot, so like it's on the purple screen at the moment. So when you restart it, it'll come back with a purple screen. and we'll try and incorporate the subscription, the follow, and the cheers. Alright, so thank you very much for joining me. This has been a long stream, and I will see you on Wednesday, where we're going to hopefully try and finish this off. Yeah? Alright guys, take care, and thank you very much for joining me. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.